If you've been noticing a decrease in the amount of reach that you've been getting on Instagram, it's not because organic reach is over on Instagram, it's simply because the Instagram algorithm has changed and you need to begin creating different types of content, posting in different lengths, using a different hashtag strategy, and one other secret thing that I'm gonna share with you towards the end of this video, because if you're able to implement these changes, now is the best time ever to grow and to be able to monetize a following on Instagram. In fact, this creator just went from struggling to grow to getting over 100,000 followers, and this creator was able to do the same thing, and this creator implemented the strategies I'm about to share with you and was able to quit their job simply by implementing these things. The first change that you need to make sure that you're making is you need to begin changing the type of content that you're creating. If we go back a month or two ago, photos were doing absolutely amazing on Instagram, but that's not the case anymore. And there's a very, very good reason for this, because there are 3 new post types that are working like crazy. The first one is just going to be Reels. Yes, Reels are still working in order to reach non-followers, which ultimately is who you need to reach if you want to increase your views and you want to increase your followers. The second post type is doing a carousel, but not a carousel of photos. It should be a meme, and then it should be a video that's related to that meme. The third thing that you could do is just a 2-post carousel. But again, the first one should be a photo. It doesn't have to be a meme. It could just be a regular photo. And then the second one should be a reel. What this is going to do is it's going to get that content shared like absolutely crazy. 1, on people's just regular feed, and 2, on the explore page, because a lot of you guys are making a mistake right now and only creating content for the Reels feed, and that would only be hitting half of Instagram. Now I know what you're thinking, Rob, with this new update, should I still be sharing my Reels to my feed? Or just in general, should I be sharing my Reels to my feed? But before I can answer that, I need you to smash that subscribe button. If you want to grow quicker on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube, I literally upload a video every single day about how to grow on these platforms. In addition to that, I just created a free Instagram growth course. You can get it at the pinned comment below. It's going to share with you things like the best time to post on Instagram, because unfortunately, a lot of you are posting at the wrong time and it's killing your reach. What are you waiting for? It's literally 100% free. Just go to the pinned comment below. Change number 2 is that you need to change the dimensions of which you're actually posting. Oh, I forgot to answer your question from before. When it comes to posting on the feed, you should always be posting Reels to your feed. Don't only leave them on the Reels feed. It shouldn't matter what your grid aesthetic is. Nobody cares about that stuff. You should make sure that you're posting it to your feed, because again, it's going to increase the amount of people that actually end up seeing your content. If you want your content to get shown to non-followers, you need to have it showing in as many places as possible, which again, leads me to change number 2, which is changing the format in which you're creating your posts. Instead of creating your posts in a 1x1 format, it needs to be in a 4x5 format, because it's going to take up more space, which is going to increase the odds that Instagram pushes out your content, which is going to increase the odds that you get a lot of engagement, which is going to increase the odds that somebody actually ends up following your content. Now, there are 3 other changes that I need to make sure that you're making, but before we dive into that, I need to make sure you understand something. It is easier to grow on Instagram right now than ever before if you implement these next 3 tips, so I need to make sure that you're locked in and you're going to begin making these changes, because they're completely different than anything else you've ever been told before when it comes to growing on Instagram. Change number 3 is you need to be focused on people sharing your content. I know, you've probably been told to get people to comment, to get people to like, to get people to save, but that's not the case right now. The 2 things you should be getting people to do are 1, follow you, and 2, share. But you never want to create a piece of content that tries to get them to both of those things. Instead, you want to only have 1 call to action per piece of content. And when it comes to creating content that's shareable, there's 2 ways to do this. First and foremost, create content that's relatable, so then somebody shares that with their friends or with their group chat or with a coworker or with their spouse. The second thing you want to be focused on is creating content that doesn't just serve you. You need to be creating content that serves your audience. And the way that it's going to serve them is that they're going to look like a genius, or they're going to look like they're funny by sending your content to somebody else. If you change the frame through which you're creating content, it's going to make creating shareable content way easier. And just do a scroll through the Reels feed right now, the majority of videos that you're going to see have 75% or more shares to like ratio, and that's a sign that they tapped into human psychology and got them to actually share the content with more people, which means you get more non-follower reach, which means you end up getting more followers and just more reach on Instagram in general. The fourth thing that I need to make sure that you're doing before we get to the last and most important part of this current Instagram algorithm is I would ideally be using 3 to 5 hashtags on every post. I wouldn't recommend really using more than that. The max that you could get up to is like 10 to 12, but I wouldn't even stick in that range. I would just stick to 3 to 5 hashtags right now. They need to be large hashtags, and you shouldn't be using the same hashtags over and over and over again. And please, never use hashtags that are banned on Instagram. And this brings me to by far the most important piece of advice that I could give you on Instagram right now. You need to make sure that you're posting daily content. It doesn't mean you're posting your stories daily. You need to actually be posting valuable content, whether it be educational or entertaining, every day on Instagram. And there's a very good reason for this. First and foremost, it's going to make you way better at creating content. Think about it. You would never think that you would get to the NFL or to the NBA if you didn't practice every day. But on top of that, you showing your consistency to Instagram is going to increase the odds that they give you a delayed explosion, and it's going to increase the odds that you go viral on Instagram. And what you probably don't realize right now is 95% of your followers on Instagram are going to come from only 5% of your posts. So what you could do to increase the odds that you go viral is post more frequently. Now, if you want to get guaranteed more followers on Instagram in the next 30 days by having me look at your account, tell you exactly what to post, when to post, what hashtags to use, critique your content to guarantee that you grow, well then keep watching this video because I've got a special offer for you, but there are going to be limited spots. The opportunity to grow on Instagram and this organic reach we're currently seeing are not going to last forever. And there are two things holding you back from seeing the growth like the creators that I share with you in this video. The first one is that you haven't implemented the tips that I just shared with you. And the second is that you haven't gotten into my Instagram mentorship program yet. That's literally going to guarantee that I help you get more followers on Instagram in the next 30 days, or you get your money back, 0 questions asked. In fact, the average person that's gone through this program in the last 30 days has gained over 25,000 followers, and nobody has ever gone through it and gained less than 1,000 followers if they implemented every piece of advice that I share with them. Now, since you're still watching this video, I'm going to assume you're probably above average. So the odds of you gaining over 25,000 followers are probably quite high. And if you want results like that, go to the link in the description below right now and sign up because there are limited spots available. I'm going to be telling you exactly what to post, when to post, what hashtags to use. I'm going to send you new post ideas and I'm going to critique your content to guarantee that you get more growth on Instagram in the next 30 days. It doesn't matter what your niche is or what your background is. This program is going to help you get followers more easily and quicker so that you don't have to spend endless hours trying to figure out the things that I already know about exactly how to grow your account. In fact, I just helped this creator in the program and they gained over 100,000 followers in just 30 days. I helped this creator, they gained over 150,000, and this creator over 200,000 followers. If you want results like that and I want you to be my next success story, go to the link in the description below and sign up right now because every single day that you wait, it's only going to get harder to grow on Instagram. It is easier than ever to grow right now, but you need to take advantage of this opportunity. And what's better than an opportunity where you're literally going to grow on Instagram or get your money back, 0 questions asked. Again, there are limited spots, so go to the link in the description below and sign up right now. Otherwise, I strongly suggest you check out the next 2 videos I put up on the screen because they're the videos YouTube thinks you should watch next. Thank you so much for watching.